goes on the left towards the lead of Rivet, who comes out at pace. Can he pick it up? No, he can't. Needs some support. Getting back there quickly for North Geelong was Wilson. He's under pressure, going to be surrounded. He gets away again, though. This time does get a clearing kick back towards centre half forward. Barry O'Toole, he takes the mark. And we'll shoot for goal from 50 out directly in front. Russell Hearn will have to come back about 5 metres.
If Russell hadn't been there, I reckon Barry was goalwards.
Yeah, he was off.
Now he chips the ball towards Manning. Good kick. Oh, doesn't take the mark though, Weiss. He comes in, handballs it away to Fisher. His handball towards Marty Sanders, misses the target. Cornwall rides the bump, then he gets up, then he needs to get the handball away. Does so to Savanka, back towards Barry O'Toole under pressure. Hesselwood did well, read it beautifully. Now has to run onto it on centre wing, kicks it away. Foot race, Gaylard gets across there, Gibbs as well. Close to the boundary line. Hesselwood keeps it in for Gibbs, and he's got a bit of time now. Handballs it towards the caller Scown. Can he get away from Cornwall? No, he can't. Drops the footy. Now the umpire says play on. Gives it back towards Marty Sanders. Now Sanders from centre wing goes towards centre half forward. The lead on. Priddle can't take the mark off hands. Bolchevac chips the ball towards centre wing. Rickett leads for him and takes the mark. So Rickett towards half forward. Pops it up towards Fisher. Ricky O'Toole in front. Foot race now. O'Toole getting across there. Bolchevac as well. Shepherd's Ferguson off. Bolchevac kick over his shoulder. Slips as he gets the kick away. Great pick up. Clifford runs inside 50. Shoots towards goal. Right foot kick. Great start for Corio. Third term. And has put it through for his first goal of the afternoon. And for Corio, that is their 10th. They go to 10-7-67. They lead North Geelong 4-6-30. Lexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard. 2 minutes played.
That was a bit of class play for a tallish guy, Laurie. He picked the ball up. He turned very neatly and lined himself up and kicked straight through the goals.
Yeah, he's got quite good skills a couple of times a day.
5-6-36. They trail Corio 10-7-67. Lexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard. 4 minutes played.
So really, while we're off the air, Laurie, nothing happened. The ball was going from half-back to half-back, and neither side able to break clear until that goal a moment ago from Brad Scown. So back in the middle with umpire Wheelerhan. We're back to the status quo at half-time as the ball goes in the air. Weiss gets the tap down. Sanders to Hearn by hand. Hearn around the corner, kicks to full forward. Ball punts forward. Gibbs tries to get hold of the footy. North Geelong. Good work there by Cornwall. Handball to McNamara. And gee, just a kick from nowhere. Finds Manning on the wing. He tries to get a handball over to Barry O'Toole. Kicked off the ground by Fisher. Does well for North because it's all North Geelong at the drop of the footy there. Russell Hearn picks it up. Runs to outside 50. Kicks it off the side of the body or attacking the footy, Rick Lazarick. He's got great support there from Matty King. Chips it across the face of goal looking for McNamara. He gets the footy. Eludes a tackle. Has a good look, and there's Shane Manning at centre half back now. It's back in the corridor. It's right across the ground for Corio now. Ricky O'Toole's out there. Got 2 to beat. He does it well. As Sanders won't let him go, and well, the umpire's going to. He's caused this, and so he's reversed the decision.
He's reversed it. That's terrible.
Now the umpire, it should have been 50 in the first place. So very ordinary umpiring by. Umpire Gladkey on that occasion, as the ball now at full forward for North Geelong, and Mario Zitko takes the slips catch, diving forward, and inside the 50-metre arc, the mark has been taken. So Zitko now deep in the forward pocket, the opportunity to kick the goal. Jason suggesting that it might have been to the third umpire.
I wouldn't have walked.
Fair enough. So, and you're a bowler. So Zitko now with Lazarick on the mark, moves in, taking a bit of care. It's a nice looking kick. It's across the face of goal, however. Gaylard, the only player to go for the mark, has taken the mark. Surely the umpire will have to bring Gibbs back. He's allowed 5 metres, surely. So, well, he's a pretty ordinary 5 metres, but Gaylard does finally get a kick. Out to half-back flank. From the back of the pack, it comes to Manning. He's tackled, run down there by Ferguson. And
great speed.
Just brilliant pace there. So Andrew Ferguson, man on the mark, is on 50. So Ferguson now take a good kick from here, but decides he won't have a shot on goal. Goes across the ground into the corridor. That's where it should be, to Sanders. And Luke Sanders now with the football. I think he's looking for options too, but Corio appear to have flooded back. There's a good lead come out there, but Bolchevac got in the road and did well as the ball is back outside 50 for the Corio defence. Picked up by Dan's going in hard there. Handball comes out to Lee Clifford and Corio away. Clifford out wide looking for, that's Werner on the ground out there. It just experience is good there by Ferguson, but good chase by Werner, and the kick is offline. So the youngsters for Corio on the outer side, they've got to contend with the opposition as on this occasion Rickett can't do the job. The ball back in the middle, Barry O'Toole. Handball underground to Ricky O'Toole. He can't control the footy. It's taken off him by Sanders. Does well there. Sanders, the two Sanders combined there by hand. Now it's a nice handball into Hesselwood, running inside 50. He's had a kick towards the goal area. Mario Zitko hooks it around on the left foot. Oh, it's running toward the goal, but it's hit the behind post. So out of bounds, and would have been a good goal, Laurie, if he'd kicked it.
He should have kicked it off the ground, shouldn't he?
That's right, before he had to turn. So now the boundary umpire with the footy. 8.5 minutes gone, third quarter. Beside the behind post, southern end, as Gaylard takes the ball out of the ruck contest. Handball to Barry O'Toole. Has a plenty of time, decides to kick long to centre wing. Out there is Lee Clifford. Ball comes to ground. All north at the drop of the footy, as it's been most of the day. It's bunted along the ground. Finally, Weiss picks the footy up. Kicks it well. I don't know that the kick was directed there, but Daniel Gibbs was leading to the pocket. The ball fell into his arms, and 35 metres from goal, very close to the boundary, Daniel Gibbs of North Geelong will have a shot on goal. So Gibbs has been moved from defence into attack. It's midway through the second quarter. The move seems to have been paying some dividends. He's given them something up forward, and now has a shot on goal. Lovely looking kick off the boot, but has he just hooked it a little, so only a behind. So that's a bit unfortunate for North, because a good bit of movement of the footy there. They've gone to 5-7-37. They trail Corio 10-7-67. Lexus to win the third quarter scoreboard. 9.5 minutes gone.
Matty King from fullback for Corio. Savanka long, but he elects to go to the outer side. Kicks it 60 out, looking for Gaylard, who can go up by himself. Got a good shepherd. Play on the call. Handballs it towards Manning in the middle. Great handball. Can run away from Weiss. Through the middle towards half forward. Bolchevac on a long lead across half forward. Can he get around a couple? Coming across there was Fryers. Also in support was Longstaff, and the Magpie defence set over the line for a boundary throw in 40 metres around from the Corio goal.
Great play there by Chris Fryers. Just got the 1%er in there, just a little touch.
So boundary throw in. Weiss up against Rivet in the ruck contest. Boundary umpire throws the ball back into play. Rivet gets it down to the front. Over the top of it was Dan's. Now handball. Succession of handballs. Comes back in towards 10 metres out. Manning turns around, kicks the goal. And as he does so well, Shane Manning finishes it off. Kicks his second of the afternoon, the 11th for Corio. They go to 11-7-73. They lead North Geelong 5-7-37. And that is on the Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 11 minutes played.
It just sort of gives you the impression, Laurie, that when they really put their foot to the pedal, Corio can score when they feel like it, but they haven't felt like it all day.
Yeah, well, that's true. I think that's the quality of their team, Eric. They just seem to find that extra gear when they need it, and that's a sign of a very, very good team that can do that. And Shane Manning just seems to be the guy that might be given that little bit of run power there before. He probably ran 15, 20 metres with the ball, and he gets a lot of the cherry as well. So if he can get used to it and run with it, he'll open up that game.
That's the difference between he and Ferguson. Manning seems to run all day. Ferguson's just got explosive speed in short bursts. Yeah,
well, he certainly has. I mean, if you watch Shane Manning, it's where he runs, which I like. He runs into the right spots.
So in the middle, the tap down was won there by Weiss, but Cornwall does well for Corio. Intercepts, kicks it long towards half forward. Bolchevac out of position, but does well. Puts the contest on there against Gibbs. Now he finally picks up the crumb, chips it out wide to Werner. And he has taken the mark on half-forward flank now. Nice looking left foot kick. It's going to land almost in the goal square. And, Gundry, great body work. And the umpire didn't pay the mark. So, well, that's incredible. Another rush behind to Corio. They go to 11-8-73. 11.974. They lead North Geelong 5-7-37. Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 12 minutes gone.
Short little kick in, finds Scown for the Magpies, runs through half back, goes long towards centre wing. Cornwall runs back with a fly to the footy. Ferguson, oh, Cornwall, great courage there. Manning to run onto it as well. Ricky O'Toole's there as well. Handball, gets it away. Now left foot kick back over his shoulder towards Gaylard. Gaylard back towards Ricky O'Toole. Oh, runs through traffic. Handball was terrible. Over the top of Savanka. Now Sanders. Oh, Ricky O'Toole straight through the middle. Gibbs to pick it up. Handball towards Weiss. Gaylard to get a tackle on him. He goes long towards centre half forward. Lindsay goes up. Couldn't really take the mark. Dan's over the top of it. Loses it. Held on to. Play on the call. Gibbs. Handball to Sanders. Handball back to Hesselwood. 55 out goes long. Zitko by himself. McNamara. Lazarick come at it as well. Priddle front and centre. Left foot kick. Was terrible in the end. Out of bounds on the full. Off a step and will be a Corio free kick.
Half-time at Godfrey Street. Thompson 11 goals 5, lead Inverleigh 5 goals 7.
So McNamara from the right back pocket for Corio. Goes long looking for Savanka. Up against Gibbs. Savanka goes up. Off hands King. Shuffles it towards Cornwall. Little toe poke towards O'Toole. Chopped off by Scown. Goes long back to whence it came. McNamara up against Priddle. Big punch away. Dan's towards it as well. Handball Zitko. Kick over his shoulder. He's just missed. That was a
good try.
The goal umpire was giving him a lot of assistance there for a minute. He thought was well in, but just missed to the far side. 2 goals, 1 Mario Zitko's personal tally. They go to 5-8-38 North Geelong. Trail Corio 11-8-74.
The kick in from King has found Keys deep in the back pocket. He chips it back inboard, looking for and finding Kevin Dans. He chips it further forward, and the ball still inside the 50-metre defensive arc for Corio. But Lindsay has the mark. He's chipped it still inside 50 to Savanka. Now he's gone much wider to McNamara, and they've at long last got the ball outside the 50-metre defensive arc. Now chipped forward by McNamara, but in the way there is Scown. Handball looking for Hesselwood, taking a long time to get to the footy. Does well there Cornwall, and it's Savanka now. Turns, chips it forward, looking for and finding Shane Manning. He's got... He's had Ricky O'Toole outside. He's got Barry O'Toole inside. Decides to go into the corridor. And Barry O'Toole has taken the mark as Cranage does come onto the ground. Barry O'Toole chips it to the lead there of Rivet. And Laurie, you gave that instruction before quarter time. For the first time in the game, Rivet actually led forward. He's 35 metres from goal, took the mark, and he should have been doing that all day.
Well, I think there's a lesson to be learnt there. When he does go to St Albans, that's the way he's got to play. He's got to move up the ground there, and if he doesn't mark it, and the good chances most times he's going to mark it anyhow, but if the crumbs grow there, he's going to create some play for the smaller players.
Well, his shot on goal, unfortunately, has missed, so his tally for the day, 1 goal, 2, but it takes the Corio tally to 11-9-75, leading North Geelong 5-8-38. Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 15.5 minutes gone.
McDermott from fullback for the Magpies. Straight down the middle, looking for Hesselwood. Fisher's there as well. Up against Ricky O'Toole. Should be able to take the mark. They can't off hands. North with the numbers, but Ricky O'Toole, well, there's a push in the back and play on advantage to North Geelong. So Walsh runs through the middle while people stand still, but then he loses the football. Handball over the top to Ferguson. Can run away, go towards Gibbs, running back towards the forward pocket. Will it sit for him? King against him. Pushes him out of the way. Now Matty King needs some support over the top of it. Gets it away somehow to Cornwall. Breaks for a couple of tackles. Wants the safety of the boundary line. Did very nicely. And it will be a boundary throw in. And 30 metres around from the North Geelong goal. So boundary throw in. And it'll be Hesselwood up against Gaylard in front. Punch to the front of the pack. King to run onto it. Picks it up now, left foot kick to nobody in particular. Sanders back to Scown, off a step, 40 metres out. Across the face of goal, Zitko, punched away McNamara and through for a rush behind. To the Magpies, they go to 5-8-5-9-39 and they trail Corio 11-9-75. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 16 minutes played.
So the ball now coming back towards Matt King, who is continuing to do the kicking in. Has got McNamara there, doesn't take the mark, recovers quickly, kicks it still inside 50 to Toby Lindsay, and Lindsay of Corio takes the mark. Oh, terrible kick, puts Savanka under a bit of pressure, but has got the footy. Now he's got Barry O'Toole Barry O'Toole's got 2 to beat and does well. Just read the ball pretty well. Draws a couple of players. Handball over the top to Gaylard. Gaylard now kicks to the lead once again of Rivet. Surely free kick had to be something. It was a man in front. Paid advantage and what has happened? Oh, the umpire hadn't given all clear. Troy Gundry kicked the goal, and I didn't know whether the umpire had paid advantage, but it did.
He did. And
it is the 12th goal for Corio. 12-9-81. They lead North Geelong 5-9-39. Lexington Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 17 and a half minutes gone. And then on that occasion, Laurie, once they got the ball to the middle and opened it up, it was all too easy because Corio, the North defence really couldn't get back.
Well, that's right, Eric. It's the easiest way to go, and Corio are a very good side when they go up the middle. And as we just said before, Chad Rivet comes out there, uses his big frame, and was able to get the
free kick against the Corio Waterboy.
Yep. So the ball has come to Hesselwood on half forward for North Geelong from the kick from Weiss. Lead on from Cranage on the ground against King, thumped away towards the front of the pack. Werner to run onto it. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. Outside defensive 50. Measures the pass towards Dans, who runs onto it, can't take the mark. Weiss against him. Also there, Ricky O'Toole, right next to him, Kennedy. Ricky O'Toole gets away from a couple. Back on the left, back towards Barry, who takes the mark at half-back, runs away. Through centre, goes towards half-forward. Keys by himself. Fisher makes up a lot of ground. Good defensive play. Sees it over the boundary line for a throw-in. Right half-forward, flank Cryon into attack.
He reads it very well, Fisher, Laurie, doesn't he?
Oh, he doesn't make many mistakes, Eric.
So a boundary throw in. Weiss works his way over to the ruck work against Savanka. Boundary throw in. Neither get an effective tap. Weiss tried to kick it off the ground. Falls towards Bolchevic. He handed it to Dan somehow. Looked like a throw. Then he chips it over the top towards Manning, who runs onto it and finishes, as always, with a goal. His third of the afternoon. The 13th for Corio. They go to 13-9-87. They lead North Geelong 5-9-39. Lexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 20 minutes played.
It's a new sort of form of handball. Kevin Dan's there in the middle of the pack. We were able to see it. The umpire was on the other side.
Yeah. But they're starting to insert their authority now. I think they just seem to be going far too easy when they go forward and getting goals now. I mean, the difference before they weren't. They were turning the ball over a little bit. Now they're more effective.
So the ball now back in the middle with umpire Wheelerhan. Savanka and Weiss, as they've done most of the day, compete again. Good, great tap down there by Savanka. Barry O'Toole runs onto the footy, straight on the boot, goes straight to full forward in front. Gundry, players all over him. Fisher at the front of the pack picks it up. He's well tackled. Longstaff well tackled. So some great tackling going on in the forward half there by Corio, and very, very scrappy as Bolchevic finally picks up. He's grabbed high and he did get the ball to the foot, but it went out of bounds. But the umpire had the whistle in the mouth for the high tackle on Johnny Bolchevic for Corio. So an opportunity here for Corio. Bolchevic is only 35 metres from goal on a 45-degree angle. And was just a very scrappy piece of play. The Corio forwards desperate to keep the ball in the forward half and did well. And North Geelong not able to clear the ball out. So Bolchevic now about to move in. Right footer. Not a bad looking approach, and it's ended up pretty good. The goal umpire is looking straight up between the sticks, and Bolchevic's kicked his first. And it is the 14th for the Corio side. 14-9-93 now, leading North Geelong 5-9-39. Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 21 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, I thought Troy Gundry was a bit unlucky. He didn't get his chance line up for his fifth goal because he got dragged pretty hard around the back, I thought, in the neck. So anyway, it's a good result, but they fought very hard, the Corio side, to keep the ball in the forward line there, and they're just putting the pressure on right now. They're putting the foot down.
So back to the middle, Weiss and Savanka. They go up, Savanka gets it down towards Ferguson, who runs off the wing, can't take it with him. Needs some support. Werner, he gets wrapped up. Umpire says play on. Walsh through the middle, chips the ball towards half forward. McNamara takes the mark.
For a slightly built bloke, he's strong, isn't he?
He is. Held off a player there in Scown. Walton just back on the ground. Goes in that direction. Hearn against him and Wilson. Walton, good mark. Did very nicely. Wants to play on quickly, but Wilson just holds him up. He's run around a long way. And we'll have to come back. So it comes back to Walton. on centre wing. Goes long, the lead on from Gundry. Goes in that direction, but Fisher once again reads it and takes the mark in front. So Fisher goes long, looking for the long leader Kennedy. Savanka goes up, can't take the mark. Scown front and centre was pretty good and picks it up. Runs into Keating, got the handball away. Ferguson held on to. Also in there Welsh, he loses the football. Now Marty Sanders got one high. Umpire said play on. Held to him. And it will be a ball up. Point of the centre square, half forward. North Geelong into attack. So a ball up. Savanka up against Hesselwood. Savanka gets it down towards Werner. Walton in there as well. Breaks a couple of tackles. Then Ricky O'Toole. Ferguson. O'Toole played for a free kick and made sure the umpire saw it. Now Manning chips the ball to Dans and Barry O'Toole. They line up. Dans takes the mark. He's got Clifford and McNamara in the middle. He goes towards Clifford now. Scown makes up a bit of ground, but Clifford takes the mark. Plays on quickly. Goes wide looking for Bolshevik against Longstaff. Foot race now coming through. Fries as well. Gundry keeps his feet. Handball to Keys. Outside 50. A little handball to himself. Then a kick around the corner. Back towards Clifford. Great. Well, he gets around one. He gets around two. He runs on. He backs himself. He runs 30 metres out. And does he finish it?
He's drilled it.
Not a bad goal there.
Great kick, Lee Clifford.
Great play.
And has kicked his second goal of the day. And for Corio, they're 15th. They go to 15-9, 99. They lead North Geelong 5-9, 39. Lexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes played.
I'm not going to tell you so, but I told you about 3 years ago this bloke could play footy.
Geez, how long do you want to wait?
But I'd still be playing him at centre forward, Laurie. I reckon the good part of that, Fisher contested the ball in the centre. Once he's out of the back half, Corio just ran right. Fisher's been the Rock of Gibraltar back there for them.
It's his first and second efforts that are very, very good for Lee Clifford, for a big boy.
In the middle, Weiss gets a tap down. O'Toole can't control the footy. Welsh takes it off him, kicks the ball forward, and Russell Hearn, resting up forward, has taken the mark. Sees the
50.
I can't wait. It's indescribable because Russell Hearn played on the player. The umpire, because he said he didn't call play on, you can't do it. So of all the free kicks they haven't given today, and all of a sudden they've plucked that one out of the hat. So it's a free kick to Russell Hearn. The 50 metre is now on the goal line, and the ball is through the middle. So Russell Hearn kicks his first goal for the day, and it is the 6th for the North Geelong side. 6-9-45. They trail Corio 15-9-99. Lexa to win the third quarter scoreboard. 25 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you can say other than it's a goal to North Geelong.
Jeez, not even special comments from Laurie anymore. They're just comments.
Well, yeah, you just can't comment on that. That's ludicrous.
So back to the middle. Goal to Russell Hearn. We've been playing 25 and a half minutes in the third term. Savanka up against Weiss. Pye throws the ball in the air. Savanka gets it down to Barry O'Toole. Had it and lost it. Tried to get a handball away. Chopped off by Walsh. Barry O'Toole rips him off the footy. Through the middle, Sanders. Marty goes towards centre half forward. Hearn must have a disease. Nobody next to him. Plays on quickly. At 45. Keeps it low towards the goal square. Zitko runs onto it. Had it and lost it. Got three Devils around him, kicked the goal. Very good play, Mario Zitko, to finish it off under pressure there. His third of the afternoon. And a couple of quick ones for the Magpies late in the third term. They go to 7-9-51. But they trail Corio 15-9-99. Lexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 26 minutes played.
Yeah, well, I can commentate on that one. That was a great skill effort there. Once it dropped to the ground, he was able to get around, and it was a lovely kick. He's got heaps of skills, this kid. I'd just like to see him up the ground a little bit more. I think he's starved of opportunities down there myself, but, you know, in a better side, he probably would play up the ground a bit further.
So in the middle, Weiss gets the tap down. Nobody can really clear it until Barry O'Toole grabs the footy, tackled high, play on to the umpire. In the middle, very, very scrappy at the moment. Ricky O'Toole grabbed without the footy. Werner grabbed without the footy. No whistle on play, and just compounding how scrappy it is. Finally, Werner does well, the young fella. Crashed through the pack, took the footy, kicked it into the forward half for Corio, but attacking the football there was the McDermott. Does well, kicks it back towards centre wing. In front, Keating, rooting the ball at the back of the pack was Clifford to Dans by hand.
Oh.
Keys, great skill on his behalf. Gets a handball to Ricky O'Toole. Gets a handball out to Keating, who's run from half back. A handball.
No.
Barry O'Toole tried to layer eyes. I could not describe it any better than that. Didn't want to take the footy. Tried to kick it off the ground, a la Mario Zitko. And now it's a ball up 20 metres out directly in front for Corio. So an opportunity gone begging for Corio. They worked it pretty well to get it there, but they haven't got a score. In the ruck this time. Good tap down there by Rivet. That kick comes back. Good interception there by Savanka. Handball. Well, Keating, I don't know how many times he's dropped the footy today. That one was a hand pass and he dropped it, but the kick comes back into the full forward position. That Rivet, he's, well, there's all sorts of... there was about 14 free kicks there. I think it was about the 13th one the umpire picked, and it's gone to Hesselwood of North Geelong in the goal square. Sees player loose at half back, and it's Marty Sanders. He takes the mark unopposed. Sanders now decides to go towards the change room side. Gee, it's Ferguson against two out there, but he does well with his pace, Ferguson. Nice tap forward to Scown. Werner comes back, eludes a couple of tackles, gets a handball to Manning, another one to Cornwall, and finally Cornwall with the foot to the footy. It goes to half forward flank. Good defensive work by Hesselwood and the North Geelong players back there, Fisher included. They punch the ball toward the boundary. Out of bounds, half forward flank for Corio, kicking to the northern end in this third quarter. Three-quarter time AFL, Carlton 8-8, Trail Sydney 15-6, and Hawthorn 10-9, Trail Melbourne 13-13. Ball thrown in. Good body work by Walton, doesn't get the footy. Fisher does, however. He eludes a tackle, has a bounce, and Laurie, lead, you'll get the mark over the boundary line. Brett Fisher, under a bit of pressure, has put the ball over and out on the full. So Gibbs now wasn't on the mark, so Cornwall decided to take off, and you're entitled to do that. Lovely pass to Shane Manning, and Manning now of Corio. Well, he's chipped it over the top looking for young Werner, and here's his opportunity. If he's a goal kicker, he's within the 50-metre arc.
He's a left footer though, I think.
He's on the wrong side for a left footer, Laurie. You're exactly right, but has an opportunity to score for the Corio side. So he's worked his way into the game in this third quarter. Got a few touches in recent times. So Werner now was the man on the mark about 35 metres from goal.
He'll kick it.
Comes in now. Left footer. It's a lovely looking kick off the boot. It's going very, very close. What's the goal umpire going to tell us? It's a goal. Oh. Well called, Jason. You've done well. You know your players. So that's the 16th for Corio. 16-9, 105. They lead North Geelong 7-9-51. Lex to Wyndham. Third quarter scoreboard, 30 minutes gone.
That was a good kick from there. Very good kick. He looks a good boy, doesn't he? He kicks the ball beautifully.
He's got good skills.
I think he's just got to adjust to the pace of the game. He,
well, I was watching there before. I reckon he's even trying to get with the tempo right now. I've been watching there. He's right out of when he first came on. He's catching up with it already. He's a good learner, I think.
So another free kick in the middle of the Magpies. Goes long towards Hearn up against Gaylard. Hearn ripped off the football. No free kick. Play on the call. Piggum pushes him in the back. The umpire says play on. He's still over the top of it. Now he's holding the ball. Oh no. North Geelong people cannot believe it. And a free kick to Ricky Bigham for Corio. Switches play towards King. Takes the mark. Got Dan's running on for him at half back. Chips the ball to him. Takes the mark. Outside defensive 50. You got Savanka short. Goes in that direction now. The big man takes the mark. Not much movement on offer for him just at the moment. He's got Ricky O'Toole short. He elects to go further afield though towards Cornwall. Up against Sanders. Cornwall uses the body. Push, said the umpire.
We had to get caught with one today. He's done a couple.
And Sanders will take the free kick.
He had to be a bit stiff because they're not paying too much.
Sanders now chips the ball towards Kennedy on a long lead. Takes the mark. Now he chips it out wide to Scown, who can run on inside 50. Takes a bounce, steadies, 45 metres out. Oh, wobbly looking punt kick, might kick the goal. Zitko couldn't kick it off the ground and through for one behind to North Geelong. So they go to 7-10-52. They trail Corio 16-9, 105. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 32 minutes played.
So King now chips the ball in short and finds Bigham in the back pocket. He decides to chip the ball again. The lead's from Keating. Takes the mark. Hesselwood overran the man, so Keating goes. Kicks it wide to centre wing. Werner takes the mark and away he goes. Kicks the ball nicely. This time to Walton. Unfortunately, the siren has beaten Corio as the ball was on half-forward flank. But it is three-quarter time here at Osborne Park. The scoreboard reading North Geelong 7-10-52, trailing Corio 16-9, 105.
Corio kicked 7 goals, 2 in that third term. North Geelong kicked 3 goals, 4, and it's 53 points of difference at three-quarter time. The goal kickers for Corio, 4 to Troy Gundry, 3 each to Shane Manning and Barry O'Toole, 2 to Lee Clifford, singles to Nevada Cornwall, John Bolchevic, Chad Rivet and Scott Werner, while for North Geelong, 3 to Mario Zitko, singles to Kane Harrington, Brad Scown, Russell Hearn and Damien Priddle. 53 points of difference at three-quarter time. Take a break, back with the final quarter action of our Matchday Live coverage on 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.